Hello everybody and welcome to the HTML masterclass. In the previous video, we discussed about the HTML basic structure or HTML boilerplate code. We discussed how the web pages work and we created a basic web page which shows the body on its page. Okay, so in this video we will discuss more about HTML tag and we will discuss more functionalities in the HTML. So now we know that if anything I want to render on the page, I have to write it inside the body, but that should not be tag itself. So that means I return body here and I return body here 2 times, but these body is not being shown on this page. I return body inside the body tag without the opening and closing angle bracket, without a tag structure. So this is shown on the web page. That means anything which is not the tag will be shown on the web page. If I write someone's name inside the tag, it will also be not shown on the page. Like here, if I write, let's say, if I write John, and this John will not be shown on the page. If I save it and if I reload it, nothing happens, only body is written on the page, because John is a tag now and your browser is smart enough to filter out the tag and the content. Okay, so before going on another tag inside the body, we will first discuss a very basic and very important featured tag, which is title tag. What it do? If you open your web page in the browser and if you notice the tab of your page, here your file name is written. If my file is nicschemes.html and nicschemes.html is written here. So how can you modify this? How can you change it? Let's say you don't want to show your file name on the browser tab, which is also not a very good practice. You can visit any website and you will not find the page, or you will not find the extension on the browser tab. So you can modify it with the title tag, and this tag is for feature. That means it will go inside the head tag. So inside the head tag I can write a title tag here, and title tag is also opening and closing. So you have to open it and you have to close it with the /, and anything you want to be write, you have to write inside that opening and that closing angle brackets, or opening and closing tags actually. So let's say change my web name with the demo website. Okay, so I have to write demo website here. Demo website. If I save it and if I reload my web page, okay, boom, this is now showing the demo website here. So the title tag is used for changing the tab name of your particular website or of your web browser. Okay, now we have discussed about the body tag, and we have discussed that anything that should show on the page here should be go inside the body tag. So if I wanna write hello on my page, I have to write it inside the body tag, and if I reload it, it will rendered here. Okay, but what if I write it inside the head tag as well? What if I write it here? Let me save it, let me reload it. Still it is, if I reload my website, it is still shown on this particular page area. Well, this is weird. I have told you that anything that will be used to render on the web page should be written here, but why this particular head tag content is shown on the page? Actually, your browser understand that this is the mistake by the developer, and your browser is automatically correcting it. Your browser is dumping this hello content inside the body tag. If you want to verify that, you just have to go to the website page and you have to right click and then go to the inspect. Once you will click on the inspect, this particular panel will be open, and this panel is used to see the HTML code of any website or modify the content. So this is the structure, this is the tag you have written here, this is your doc type tag, and this is the HTML tag, and this is the head tag, this is the body tag. Notice here, let me expand the head tag as well. Notice here in my body tag there is no content, okay, and inside the head tag I have written hello, and I have created a title tag inside the head tag. But when this browser is opening that particular file, or when this browser is opening that website, it is putting the title tag inside the head tag, but it is removing the hello from there, and it is putting it inside the body tag, and that's why this hello content is rendered on the page. If your browser was not smart enough to do this, you probably should not see this content on your page. So this is very important. Any developer should focus on this, and anything, I am repeating it again, anything which is need to be rendered on the page, it should go in the inside the body, and anything which is for the feature or functionalities, like we have changed the tab of our website, so this will be go inside the title tag of the head tag. Okay, so let me correct it here as well, let me save it, let me reload it. Okay, now in the inspect panel there is a element tab where you can see all the HTML codes, and there is a console tab where you can see the JavaScript output or JavaScript console output. But for now we have to focus the elements, as we are only learning the HTML. Okay, so what happens if I try to modify the content here inside the page? So this is my file, I am not going to change anything inside the file, but if I change it, if I change the content inside the title tag of my browser instance, if I hit enter, the page already showing that particular content which I have modified inside this particular tag. So you might have guessed how the browsers open a website. Actually, when you request on server, it requests for a particular file. Which file? We have already discussed HTML, CSS and JavaScript file. Once the server responded with that particular file, your browser loads it inside the memory of it of your system, and read it line by line, tag by tag, and do accordingly. Now if you open that particular area where your browser stored that particular file, and if you modify anything inside that file, your page will be reflecting that changes as soon as possible, as soon as you are doing the changes to the code. But still your server, inside your server or inside your main file, nothing has been changed. That means when you reload this particular URL or this particular website, the changes you made inside the browser will be disappeared and original content will be rendered. Okay, so this is how the website work, and this is how the browser and server communicates with each other. Okay, this is all for this video. In the next video we will discuss a lot of other body tags, and we will focus more about advanced and attractive websites. Thank you for watching this. See you in the next video.